The associated compensation plan, I was in. My wife, she used to bust my chops for the first year I did this business. She'd say, "Are you going to be home for dinner tonight, or are you going to go be the Avon lady?" Boy, she just could not understand what I was doing, okay? But the thing is, this organizational structure, compensation plan was the most powerful thing I'd ever seen, okay? And it worked like this. I spent all my 13, 15 years as a consultant, management consultant, looking at organizational structure and seeing how to modify them to what? Maximize the productivity with less people. And one of the reasons it's not efficient, the traditional organizational structures aren't efficient, is because there's no teamwork. There's no teamwork. Here's what happens. See that person at the top? Might be the CEO, might be the president, vice president, general manager, maybe the senior engineer. It doesn't matter. It's the top guy in that module. Guess what? See those 4 people underneath that person? They're all what? They want to move up. They want to make more money. But in a traditional business, the only way to make more money is to get to the next position. Well, if this is the 40 to 45 year plan, it's going to be 40 to 45 years before that guy retires. These people don't want to wait 40 years. Why? Because they know the reaper's coming after them with respect to the target I talked about. And at the same time, they want to enjoy a standard of living now, not 40 years from now when the guy retires. Everybody got that? So what they're doing, those 4 right there, they're trying to figure out how they can get that guy out quicker. They're going to make him look bad, or her. You with me? So they conspire. Maybe not really like together, but in a way, just subtly, they end up conspiring so that the guy doesn't look as productive. Or they're just trying, and because that's the politics that goes on in companies. You've been there. You know what goes on office politics. So what happens is, but here's I let the 4 on a secret. You see those 4 that are kind of secretly, passively conspiring? Guess what? Those 4, they're conspiring against each other, because when that guy gets out, they want to make sure they're the one that moves up. And there's only room for 1, not 4. Does everybody get this? Okay? So you see that. Okay? So a horizontal structure, it does not provide an environment that basically provides for teamwork, okay, efficient. It's just not productive. It's not productive. And then when you put this horizontal structure into a direct sales or networking compensation plan, it's even worse. It's even worse. I'll tell you why. Because the person at the top, he's got 4 people right there. He gets 11% off of everything they do. And he only gets 6% off of the second level. He only gets 5% on the third level. He gets 3% on the 4th level, and he gets nothing for any level below. Does everybody follow this? So guess what? We all have a sphere of influence in the network, don't we? So we have individuals that we want to bring on board to build a sales and distribution organization with, right? So guess what? I have a list of people. Alan has a list of people, okay? And on that list is James. My list and Alan's list. I bring Alan in the business and I put him right below me on that first level. I make 11% off of everything Alan does. Now I'm looking at James to bring him on board, okay? Where do I want James? I don't want him on the second level where I get 6%. I want him where I'm going to get 11%. Does everybody see that? But he's on Alan's list. Alan wants him where? He wants him on the level where he's going to get 11%. He don't want him on the same level as him where he gets nothing. But yet we're both what? We're both working to bring him into the organization. So now all of a sudden, Alan and I, we ain't on the same team. We're competing. See, all of a sudden now there's animosity. Does everybody follow this? Now, what if we take the same people, just take and go vertical? Now all of a sudden, let's say it's the left organization. I've got Alan there, James is on his list, he's on my list. Guess what? If I sponsor him, I'm putting him under Alan. If Alan sponsors him, he's going under Alan anyways. Everybody follow this? Okay? I'm going to get 100% off of everything James does. Alan gets 100%. I get 100%. Everybody's happy. Is everybody with me? So what it does is it encourages teamwork. Everyone receives 100%. And the thing is it creates everybody. We both have a vested economic interest in his success. Does everybody follow this? And everybody else that comes along in depth. Does everybody follow this? Unbelievable. When I saw this, I said, holy cow. I was going back to the nuclear plant trying to figure out how I could put this into place. Okay? Because it's powerful. There's no organizational structure like it. Okay? We're like a franchise. We're more like a franchise than any other business model. More so than direct sales, more so than networking. We are more like a franchise. We have systemized, standardized, and uniform methods and strategies for building. We have proven management systems, professional marketing tools, standardized training systems. Let me tell you what, the training that you got today is going on all over the world. All over the world, same thing. Using and selling products, training on the web site, okay? Training on the right attitude, knowledge, the importance of goal setting, the importance of retailing, the importance of expanding your business by prospecting, recruiting, and sponsoring, the strategy of the ABC pattern of building depth, okay, and follow-up. So my point is this. Everywhere you go, it doesn't matter. This allows you to build. There's no territorial restrictions. There's no territorial restrictions like a franchise. You can build in any of the 10 countries that we're open to do business in. And guess what? You don't have to be in each of those countries because you can plug them into that standardized training system, and they're going to get the same training that in Singapore, in Taipei, in the U.S., in Mexico, in Canada, in Singapore, they're going to get the same. They're going to get the same training, although they're in your organization, as you get here in Malaysia. Okay, without you having to fly there all the time to do the training. All right, we've got branding, increased visibility. There's no franchise fees, no royalties, minimal startup expenses, potential tax advantages, no large monthly overhead associated with the business. No territorial restrictions. You can start part-time with flexible hours, and there's little to no risk. Okay? The greatest risk you run, I say, with this business is not giving it a try. Not giving it a try. Okay? Now, there's 3 ways to earn. You earn shot points.